Hi Aries, if you're an Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, this reading is for you. I was hearing What Are You Waiting For by Ellie Goulding. It's interesting. It's like I'm working on something, but my mind is somewhere else. So it's like I'm anticipating some change, or I'm anticipating some reward or effort for what I'm doing now. And it's almost this anticipation, this antsiness, but also this excitement. There's something to be excited for while also knowing that there's still... It's kind of like when you get ahead of yourself and you know, like, oh, I'm going to have this at this time, but it's only 12. Like, to me, it feels like still enjoy the hours in between what you're looking forward to. Because there's more to be gained in those moments as well. So whatever you're working on, whatever you know is going to be a big reward, trust that reward is coming. Yes, you feel it for a reason. You're guided to it for a reason. And also enjoy the path that leads you to said reward. Because I feel like there's something to realize that what you feel like you're waiting for already exists right here, but you have to see it. It's almost like if I misplace money, for example, and I find it when I'm no longer, I don't know, there's just something where I feel like I have more and I didn't expect to have that. That's a big thing too. Like I didn't expect to have that. I didn't expect to have that. 111. Very powerful month already. Oh, 9 of Cups came out too. 2 of Pentacles. Make a decision, stick with it. You already know what to do. Bastet energy can help you too. The pleasures, the fertility, the creativity, the exchange, the creation. Tune into Bastet. Egypt can be significant this month. Also, your wish is coming to fruition. Literally 9 of Cups. But it's appreciating. Like, you don't just appear with 9 cups one day. You're collecting this cup and that cup and that cup and that cup. And then you realize all of it came together to create your dream life, you know? 2 of Pentacles, to me, it feels like if you can't decide, give it up to God, but you did decide because you're already working on something. See it into fruition. It's almost like if you're creating a house, right? Or you're building a business, but it's like an actual like brick and mortar storefront. And you get halfway through and it's like, well, I'm not having any revenue. Something's still being built. Like see it through. Let it finish completion first. Let you go through the welcome party. Let you go through the first month or 2 of business. And then you can decide what needs tweaks. Do not change anything that you're doing right now. Keep the momentum. You're in creation. Wait. If you feel like you're making change, there's a part of you that's restless, waiting for something. But you have to see that the answer's right here and keep putting energy into that. Because it almost feels like I'm doing something, but I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna work. So I'm like trying to change it. But that's like taking the cookies out of the oven when it's only 12 minutes through and they're 15-minute cookies. Of course, they're not going to be fully ready. You know what I mean? There's just something like, wait, just 2 more minutes. Opportunity to forgive. Koalas are significant. The situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Also feeling like incompetent or like you have to take care of everything on your own. You know what I mean? It's like if you were made to feel like you couldn't figure something out as a child, so it led you on this need to do it right, to do it right. And then you become a perfectionist or the ability to get everything done beautifully, perfectly, with pristine precision. It's like appease a dad or something. And then now you're in this position where it's like you can't rely on anyone. Now you've become your dad, kind of. So to me, it feels like forgive, be kinder to yourself. It's like now you're talking to yourself and treating yourself because you have this perfectionism or this ability to create with pristine detail. And now you're still talking down to the little version of you who was trying to do it right and didn't know because you were a child. Of course, you're not going to know what fucking 2 times 100 is when you're 4 years old. You know what I mean? 404. There's a lot of things to where I feel like now you're getting down on yourself where it's like, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. We're not doing it right. What? You are. Let the timer finish first. You know what I mean? The test hasn't even been graded yet. And you're already saying you failed it or you want to retake it again. Like, I think I messed up. I should take it again. Let go, let God. Go put on some fucking sunglasses. Go sit on the beach. Go ground into the earth and just hear the waves and relax now. It's done. It's set out there. It's put out there. Relax now. Wedding. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Let me me finish reading Opportunity to Forgive, okay? Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Also with wedding. You could have literally been married to this person. You could have thought you were going to get married to this person. There's something to where you have to forgive your marriage if you were married and now you're no longer together. Something could have been like you're together long enough to have been married, literally. Like it feels like you might as well have been married. Child. Could have had a child together. There's something about like having to forgive someone for literally being incompetent. Because like I was literally, like how I was just saying, how you speak to your younger self now or your inner self is like as if it's that younger child. But it's also, I feel like now you're attracting people to be incompetent because you were treated that way. You wanted to avoid it like the plague because it hurt your feelings. So you are moving from that place of trying to overcompensate or flip the narrative, if that makes sense, or do right. So you're in this constant state of strife or striving for something, feeling not enough. I feel like that actually is rooted in feeling not enough. Like you perceive not being able to figure out this equation as being not enough, when really I wish you had a different role model or provider to explain to you that everything was a process. And that you learn, you understand what the equation is once you put yourself to the test, literally, you know? So even with that, I feel like there's a forgiveness of a partner, a love partnership that was incompetent and maybe even affects your child or children and your own inner child too. You also have to be very mindful of the type of energy that you're projecting onto children, the one that you see strong versus the one that you feel is weak or you feel guilty for or remorseful for. They're gonna pick up on that. Like you can make someone who is, you're the mother, right? If you are a feminine energy, or you are like the matriarch. So whatever you project onto someone will make you single-handedly have more power to change the outcome of your child's life than you even recognize. You have more power than the child does themselves. Meaning, whatever image that you hold your child in will either make them grow stronger or it'll make them feel like they're at odds with themselves, that they can't achieve anything. So you have to see them as successful, and they're going to become successful much faster than they would have if they were trying to lean into success themselves, because the image that you're projecting them, they've learned to mirror the image that you've projected them in their entire life. So with that, forgive them for they know not what they do, and choose to see both you, your children, and everyone else as risen above the situation and free of it on the other side. You know, what's on the other side of weakness? What's on the other side of remorse? What's on the other side of regret? Those types of things. Lean into that more. Again, forgive them for they know not what they do. I feel like more so this is for forgiving yourself for the decisions that you've made, because I feel like there's a lot of criticism and judgment on yourself for no reason. It's like, oh, that one song, I'm too messy, then I'm too clean. I've tried to avoid that song like the plague because it just like, you know, when you hear something too many times, it kind of just like gets annoying. Anyway, sorry, that's fucked up. To me, it feels like you can't live life for anyone else. You have to just follow the beat of your own drum. And I feel like you were actually made to feel guilty for following the beat of your own drum. Maybe even convinced that you were a selfish person. You're not. Third house. You could be setting the tone or planting seeds for travel upcoming too. Okay, what else is going on for Aries, February? Third house again, Scorpio. You're really gonna have to change the way that you speak or do not speak. Meaning, when something is on your mind and you just take it on, like people aren't mind readers, especially if they don't want to read minds. Like they're not gonna read your mind and you're just gonna like be festering and boiling something for what? No reason. So I definitely feel like you're gonna have to communicate, especially when it comes to business or what you're doing in business with Capricorn too, and Cancer, sister sign energy. You have to use your intuition, yes, but you also aren't doing anything alone. You also have to remember what you're here for. Focus on service, yeah. And then the 11th house too, and first house. So how you show up for yourself is actually how you're gonna help other people show up for themselves too. You being you, Venus, finding a way to love yourself, forgive yourself, treasure yourself, enjoy yourself, adore yourself is going to be what helps. It's part of your purpose. It's how you're of service. You may even get through to people through relationship messages, or every time this happens, I know it's on point, like I'm channeling, right? Well, I guess, anyway, like it's the truth. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream, that's another thing too, when you're trying to, when your guides are trying to show you, or even your subconscious mind is trying to show you where you're out of whack or out of bliss, it feels like you're just fulfilled or filled with lack thoughts or restricting thoughts, or what's the opposite of bliss, which what's the antonym for bliss? That's what it feels like. And then it feels like everything's working against you, and really it's like, oh hey, this is actually what's ready to die out. So if you could just like send this to the light for me real quick, just sign and dot right here, send it away. But it's kind of like you don't realize that because you're just dealing with yourself. So it's like, I've been doing all this work to feel better and I feel like it's getting worse. It's just more so those things are saying, okay, I observe you, goodbye. I observe you, goodbye. And then come back to being in bliss, you know? They're showing you, hey, you want to be blissful, you want to be live, laugh, love, be in serenity. Well, release this and then you can. That's kind of the vibe. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. Again, you've mastered giving, you've mastered doing, you've mastered creating. Let's honor the commitment by knowing that you're honored and you honor. You honor yourself, you love to give. Remember why you're doing it. Remember the impact that you truly do leave on people, because it's not a minuscule role that you're playing, it's a macro. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay. Even then, the extraordinary power of prayer. Prayer will answer anything you want. St. Matthew is significant. I almost said St. Bartholomew. Who is that? Nature. Aw. Mother Earth, literally here for you. Synchronicity. Release. Like there's like this like pocket of energy. It could even, I feel like it's like a literal location, like a where you've traveled to before and it's just like left a sour taste in your mouth because of this and that. Send love to that location. Random, but that's just what I'm getting. It's like this person tainted this place for me. You made me hate this city. And now I feel like you're called to send love to it because I feel like you're gonna be called back there again. There's somewhere, like I'm seeing on a map, literally they're like this place has left a sour taste in my mouth. I don't want to go back there, but I know I have to go back there. So I have to send love to it and forgive those who... You're more powerful than anyone that's ever crossed your path, let's be real. And it's not in an ego way. It's more so you have more power over your own vibration than anyone else in this world. What you say goes. Be of service, be of service. You're literally the healer of the ages. Broken heart, you're gonna help them break free of broken heart. And also I feel like you're gonna help people break codependency with caring connections, because I feel like you're gonna show people third chakra, Archangel Shamuel. And the more that you rely on someone to fill your broken heart, fix your broken heart, the less power that you have, the more imbalance you feel, and the more quiet the universe feels. It's like when you're dependent on another person, you don't really have a solid connection with the universe because you're so earthbound. It's difficult to get through. It's like sometimes a lot of people need like the same message 100 times. It doesn't mean that you're not being heard or received well. That's another thing too. Stop looking to other people and if they appreciate your advice or if they don't, as a means to decide whether or not you're good at giving advice or no. Seeds are being planted for people. And I feel like you've already had proof that people don't take an opportunity or listen to the advice that you gave, and then a year later, 2 years later, they come back in the same position, if not worse, ready to hear your advice. Some people are scared to change, and that's okay. What else? Or things are gonna feel very synchronistic this month when you're in nature. Get in nature. I wasn't kidding when I said go to the beach if you have a beach near you. Or go sit in, I don't care if it's cold, maybe hold your plant then. Get a plant. There's something about connecting and detaching from the, like the buzz, literally. Anything else for Aries? Get out of the house. I'm hearing I should have stayed at home because I was doing better alone, but when you said hello, I knew it was the end of it all. It's like you're ready for something, but then when it comes, you're like, ah! Who are you? You're an Aries. Defer. You're meant to be jovial. You're just expressed in a different way. Jovial is expressed in a different way. Meant to be fun. Daredevil. Do not Do not water yourself down ever. Courage. You could have Leo placements too. Willingness to confront agony, pain, danger, uncertainty, or intimidation. Literally. Virgo! You could have Virgo energy dealing with the Virgo surrender. Another thing too, I feel like everyone feels like they're right. Everyone feels like they're right always. So, okay, you're right. I would read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's just what came through. Shut up. Magical and powerful. Oops, spiritual practices. Meditate in nature. Go in nature. Go in nature. Make videos in nature. Do something in nature. Connect with nature. All these cards. And then magical and powerful. New beginnings in alignment. Taking action toward destiny. Creator of your own reality through powers of manifesting. Remember who you are quickly. Unicorn can be significant this month too. Meditating and releasing self-limiting beliefs. Working on inner healing and issues with codependency. That's going to be one of the biggest things, helping people let go of codependency. Cosmic love. I also feel like you're going to help people break free of the cycle of being so lost in fantasy that they don't actually allow themselves to enjoy the reality of the manifestations. And that also goes for you. I'm realizing now too that I'm saying that. You're keeping something in fantasy because it's safer there, quote unquote, but your earthbound self would like to experience that. There's only one version of you who's in the fantasy. All parts of you are meant to enjoy it. So bring something from the fantasy into the physical. And I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of things that you thought were part of the plan, and there's a better plan ahead. Because even with this, I thought I had my life all planned out. You could even have to lean more out of your Virgo energy as surrender. What I noticed as a Virgo myself, when you're trying to convince yourself of something, it's like, no, this is how it is though. This is how it is though. And then it gets louder and louder and louder. So I feel like one of the biggest things being, okay, I acknowledge that. What if there's a new way? Like it almost like rationalize. I don't know how to describe it. It only will get louder or feel like it's like the truth is going against each other when you're just like, no, we have to be right. You know what I mean? Because I had my life all planned out, focusing on my 5-year plan, but then I met you and everything changed. I didn't know how to rearrange my life for you. I should have learned to compromise. Also with that, you never know who you're going to meet. Going back to that fantasy becoming a reality thing. Who knows if you're about to, like if you've been in the love bubble and in the ethereal realm for years now, and now it's like coming into physical fruition. Don't run from anything. Do not run from anything. Get out of your own way this month. Allow yourself to enjoy life this month. Take new risks, do new things. Divine Feminine, there you are. Compassionate, love life. Soft, that's interesting to put that there anyway. Understanding, insight, empathy, creation, birth, renewal, healing, restoration, acceptance, connection, oneness, receptivity, nurturing, growth. Yep. And also wherever you're going, you're going to take your family with you for the best. You got the 9 of Cups off the bat. Get out of your own way with that 2 of Pentacles. Let something be balanced itself. Lean into your Leo energy this month. Maybe even watch the Leo reading. Oh my God. I inhaled so fast I almost choked. I love you so much, Aries. I love you so much, Aries. I hope you have the most beautiful February. Make sure you subscribe. I post new videos all the time. And follow me on TikTok. I post videos there pretty much every day. And tell me what videos you'd like to see next. As always, I do have personal readings available down below. I love you so much. Have a blessed February.